It's sad. It's sad that this has become part of our society. That this is something that we, as a society, are even struggling with and bypass daily with no regard to the ones who are the victims, the ones who we know, the ones who we love, and the ones who love us. These thousands of adolescents who are being victimized and taking their lives because of who they are, who they express themselves to be, and who identify within the LGBT community no longer will be bypassed from day to day without the support and just equality that their peers around them have the right to. School, for many kids, is supposed to be a safe zone, a place where students can go, be around friends, around people who understand them, and create support systems for one another throughout this learning experience. School, for many kids, is supposed to be a place where teachers and administrators protect and care for their students, allowing everybody fair and equal opportunities to learn and succeed within a safe environment, broadening minds and opening eyes to the diverse culture within and outside of their school. But unfortunately, bullying has somehow been deviated into the curriculum, affecting thousands of students' lives without a blink of concern. LGBT bullying is not something that solely happens in movies or in fictional books where the characters are battered but eventually overcome every obstacle and derailment they come face to face with. This is real. So why isn't it treated that way? Why are teachers and administrators turning their heads when kids are physically and verbally abused in the hallways? Why do they listen to kids talk about being harassed at school and continue to do nothing about it? Why hasn't sexual orientation and sexual identity been made into a mandatory policy for non-discrimination acts within schools? Why, in our society, has it been made okay to bully? Bullying is just something that people do to outlet their own insecurities of what is unknown to them that could potentially be inferior because of the lack of understanding. When people don't understand something, such as homosexuality, the initial reaction is to make fun of it, to harass the unknown that is portrayed as being abnormal. When people are brought up in a society with the belief that homosexuality is wrong, or are left completely uneducated about what homosexuality really is, people are therefore left in the dark and become ignorant to what they have not been exposed to, which in the end creates confusion and the insecurities, leading then down the dismal path to bullying. I firmly believe that the first step to ending the obscene bullying trend that has spread across this nation, across this state, and across these communities is to start educating. When people are educated, people know the facts. People become conscious of what's going on and then begin to realize the impact that their words and actions have on society, have on the LGBT identifiers and students. Without education and awareness, action cannot be taken, and we will not surpass this horrid trend of harassment and bullying that is destroying the safety within schools and the lives of thousands. How many more adolescents have to take their lives and result to constant bullying before it comes to an end? How many more students are we willing to watch drop out of our school due to extreme and explicit bullying before someone takes a stand against this travesty? How many more days, weeks, months, and potentially even years are we going to allow pass before something changes and the safety and the rights are given back to these kids, these students, these sons and daughters of families that we know, that we care about, that we love, and that love us? When are we going to stop being selfless and ignorant and do what's right, do what's just for our society, for the LGBT community, and the ones suffering daily within these unprotected school systems? Within time, yes, it does get better. It got better for me after I graduated high school and was able to experience the freedom of no longer being in such a small, conservative school system that discouraged students from being openly gay. I was talked down, made so that my girlfriend and I couldn't participate in school activities because of our sexual orientation. We fought the school to be printed in the newspaper for cutest couple of our class that was voted upon by our peers that never happened because we were an openly gay couple. We were the talk of the class, teachers holding humiliating conversations about us before class would start, engaging my peers and my friends in gossip about our relationship, about our orientation. It was disgusting and ultimately frustrating to realize that the school that was once so safe and comfortable for me had become a fortress of intimidation and apprehension. But once that diploma was placed into my hand, I knew that I had made it, that it was done. I no longer had to endure the bullying that found its way to me throughout my high school years. I no longer had to see those people who would snicker and gossip about me as I walked through the hallways hand in hand with my girlfriend. I knew that I never had to see those miserable people again, and that all the turmoil they bestowed onto me was only going to make me a stronger individual in the end. I knew deep in my heart that the hardest parts were over. School. It does get better, and it did get better. But why are we waiting? I know that I'm not alone when I say, we've got to stop waiting, and let's make it better now. That's it.